What's up, guys? Welcome back to Reality Recap. Today, we're getting into all things dating, red flags, and reality TV with a special guest from the upcoming season of Temptation Island. If you're not familiar, Temptation Island is basically the ultimate relationship test. Couples separate, live with a group of singles called temptress and tempters, and really put their connections to the test to see if they leave together or not. And today I'm joined by one of the season singles, or what they call tempters, Kai Stone. Welcome, Kai.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I'm super excited for this one. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for this too, and I'm excited for the new season. It drops on Netflix this Friday, April 10th. So make sure you check that out. But Kai, how are you feeling now that the show is about to come out?
It feels like one of those nightmares that's finally coming to reality. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I think we have like group chats and stuff. I think everyone is very excited, but also very nervous. So I think I'm not sure how anyone feels exactly.
Yeah, no more hiding. They're about to find your socials. They're about to be all in your business. You ready?
I have no idea. I don't know. I genuinely don't even know how to describe the feeling. It's very strange. And yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just see what happens. I'm ready to roll though. Whatever happens, I'll deal with it.
Listen, as long as you showed up as yourself, that's all you could do. I mean, but I'm gonna be honest. I looked at your social media. It seems like you live a pretty chill, cool life, and that is definitely about to change.
Yeah, I mean, I always wonder how much fame really. I mean, it's like I feel like not celebrities, but like reality TV people, like I don't know, it's not like it's like a different kind of fame. Like people are like weirdly interested in reality TV. I'm not 100% sure why, because I never really watched it really too much before I got reached out to do the show. And then I kind of got into it, and I'm like, every girlfriend I've ever had is like love reality TV. So
Yes.
it's like I feel like I've only watched it when I've had a girlfriend, so I can kind of see why people get addicted to it, I guess.
Yeah, well, you're talking to the ultimate addicted reality TV girl. I watch everything, so I know. I'm telling you, get ready.
Yeah, I'm ready to rock, girl. I'll take your word for it.
So let me ask you, said they reached out to you a few months ago. What made you say, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go on Temptation Island and try to steal somebody's girlfriend?
I'm still asking myself that question, girl. I don't know. I mean, there wasn't any one thing. It was just kind of like, wow, like this is a crazy. I thought it was a joke. I thought I was getting scammed by somebody like trying to get me money in the DM or whatever. And I was like, all right, no way. So I was kind of like messing with the guy. He's like, let's hop on an interview. I was like, all right, let's do it. And it turns out I was like legit. There was like a Netflix guy there. I was like, oh shit, like I probably should have like thought about this. And yeah, I kind of just had fun with it. I really did not think with all the stuff I was saying in the interviews that I would get on the show, but I just kept getting callbacks, and then eventually I was like, "Oh my god, like I'm on the island, like where this is real." It kind of felt like a whole dream until we started filming, if that makes sense.
Yes. I mean, yeah, and you sound like reality TV gold. If you're just being yourself, if you're just saying whatever comes to your mind, that's what they love. So what do you mean? You knew you were gonna get a call back. You're giving
I
them
I thought
raw.
I thought I 'cause I remember being on one of the interviews, and the guy was like, "I don't even know if I should send this to Netflix, but I'm gonna try for you." And I was like, "Oh, perfect. Okay, let's go." I was like, "Wow, that doesn't sound good, man." But I forget. I think his name was Chris. Such a nice guy. But yeah, that's how I got. That was on my first interview, and then I had like five more after that. So
Mhm.
it was definitely a whole process for sure.
Kai, this you're making me excited. This seems like it's gonna be really good.
There was definitely some drama.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get into that. Before filming, what did you think the experience would be like? What were you thinking you were walking into? Did you know anything about Temptation Island?
No, not really. I knew the premise of it, and like I had watched the season with my ex-girlfriend actually, I believe. But I didn't know what to expect. I thought I'd be able to be more unfiltered in myself. I was honestly very unimpressed with how I was on the show, because I thought I'd be able to be more unfiltered, and I thought like I came into filming with like this ego, like I'm gonna say whatever I want, I'm gonna be the shit, I'm gonna be the star, XYZ. And I kind of realized that's not what it was at all. So I was super surprised, positive and negatives, but
Mhm.
I didn't have like I just thought I just said yes because I thought it'd be fun, like genuinely, you
Yeah.
know. And I also wanted to see, like, you always hear reality TV is fake and all this shit. I'm like, let's go see if it actually is. And
Yeah.
it's not, by the way. It's actually pretty real, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. Yeah.
I think it is. I mean, with my understanding of it is that at times they kind of steer the conversation, but it's still real raw emotions, you know?
Yeah.
So I definitely people watch scripted shows all day, so leave reality TV alone, okay?
100%. Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think there is like a guided kind of like not script, but
Yeah,
like a guided, a plot a little bit. But like the majority of it is very unscripted. And what's funny is it gets more real the longer you're there because like you
yeah,
you kind of like adapt to the environment and you're like, holy shit, this is like real life. Like it's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you had an ex-girlfriend and you watched it with her. So
Mhm.
are you fresh out of a relationship going on to the show, or have you been single for some time?
Yeah, so funny enough, I actually left the show early because I met a girl, this is, like, so crazy because I met a girl probably, like, 6 weeks before I went on to film the show, and she was interviewing for Temptation Island as well, so we were both
Wow.
interviewing as singles for the show, and I ended up getting it and she didn't, so we talked and we were like, "Alright, if either one of us get it, like, just go," right? And man, it's just one of those girls you meet, and I was like, "Fuck, I just love her." Right? So I'm on this show and I'm sitting here like trying to have these deep, like, intellectual, like, yeah, fairly like personal conversations with these girls. And I'm just so in love with this other girl. So I'm just like, God, like the
Wow.
timing, I got cooked by the timing. So yeah, I was there for like 5 or 6 days out of like 20. And I told the producers, I was like, guys, like I can't do this shit. Um,
Wow.
so yeah, it was a wild thing because I've never met someone in my life who like really swept me off my feet like that. I'm dating her right now.
That's
Um,
good.
so yeah, that's kind of like how that went for me. And I think it maybe would have been different if I hadn't have met her right before. But I just kind of felt like I was there for the wrong reasons, because you're meant to be there tempting these girls and like talking to them and getting to know them. I'm like, shit, like I'm low key in love with another girl, man. This is rough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. That's crazy. She even let you go because my jealous ass would have not even let you go.
Well, we met while we were both already interviewing for it, so it wasn't like we were like
Mhm.
dating and then like I went. Like we were still like we weren't even like dating at the time. But we were super. It started to get really serious like a week or two before I went to go film, and I'm like, oh god, like this is happening.
Yeah.
So that was a really tough decision. I questioned like if morally if I should even go. Like I'm sure I'll get some hate for that, but like just honestly what happened. She was cool with it. Like she knew the deal. And if she had got on, I probably would have been happy for her as well. But yeah, she stole my heart.
Yeah, love knows no boundaries, no
Yeah,
times. It's never gonna be perfect timing, so you
so
had to
true.
do what you had to do. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I commend you for letting them know, like, "Look, I got something at home, I gotta go." But it sounds like the roles were kinda reversed here. You went to be a tempter, and you were out there being tempted and trying to figure out where should you go or what should you do. So, I mean, listen, the temptress look there's some baddies out there. So
they
were
were
you
all baddies.
tempted? Yeah,
Yeah, you
like,
don't you
how
don't
did
get
that
on
go for
reality TV
you?
without being batty, I don't think.
Yeah. I low key, Imma be honest, just being honest here, the temptress ladies look better than the girls in the couples. I was like, "They're hot too, don't get me wrong," but I was like, "Damn," like, I looked at all of them, I was like, "Wow, they're really, really some baddies here." So, were you tempted? Like, how did that go your days there?
I think they do that on purpose, but yeah, we didn't really ever see the single girls except for, like, the airport and stuff, so we only ever
Okay.
saw the girls in relationships. They definitely did that on purpose, otherwise, I don't know if that show would really do too well.
Yeah, I was like, listen, I was wondering that do you spend any time with the single women? So not really just
No.
before and if you
Yeah, and
meet
then
them
I'm like
after.
next week in Miami, we're all going to meet up and all that, right? I mean, but yeah, they definitely do a very good job of keeping you as far away from the singles as like the singles get very much kept away from the other singles, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you end up now I saw in the trailer there's like this tent. What is it called? The tent that you go in and there's no
Temptation
camera.
Haven.
Okay, Temptation Haven. So did you end up in there at all?
I did not end up in the Temptation Haven, I'll tell you that right now. No, no. I know who did though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
Yeah,
waiting. That's one of
yeah.
my favorite parts. I can't wait to see who ends up in there and that red light goes flashing off. I cannot wait.
There's definitely some drama with that, I'll tell you right now.
Oh, I can only imagine. And then just the guessing of well, who's in there because you don't know. It's just
Yeah,
the light
yeah,
off and you have no idea. Is it my girl? Is it my man? You don't know.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. They do a very good job of keeping you on your toes for sure.
Yeah. So what do you think actually makes someone vulnerable to temptation after having this experience? Like, what is it? Is it just the flesh? Is it a connection? Like, what makes you vulnerable to temptation in a relationship?
I think if you're truly happy in a relationship and everything's really good on all fronts, I don't think you can really be tempted. I think it's when stuff starts to get rough in your current relationship that you start to get tempted. And that's a big problem with 2026 and social media is everyone
Yeah.
has this I don't even know if it's an illusion because it's probably true, but everyone has all these options, right? So it's like as soon as something gets hard with your current relationship, you're like, wow, like I have Hinge, I have Tinder, I have Instagram. Like you have like this sea of unlimited options. So as soon as something
Mhm.
gets hard with your current relationship, you think to yourself, why am I putting up with this? I could just go do better, right? That's like, especially when stuff really starts to get hard. Maybe I'm just a piece of shit, and that's how I felt about it. But when
No,
I've been
you're
in
not.
relation when I've been in relationships, like I'm guilty of feeling that way, and I have to catch myself and be like, yo, this is not always the case, right? The grass isn't always greener on the other side. Now, that could beg the next question, well, okay, well, when does it get hard enough to when it's time to call it quits? And I would say like, when you've really thought about it or someone cheats on someone, I think that's a one strike situation. Or like any kind of like physical abuse, I think that's another one strike situation. I
Right.
think those are the two things you can't really come back from. Everything else I think can be worked on and maybe healed. But yeah, I mean that's my basic take on it right now, I think. But I'm still trying to figure it out, man. Relationships are complicated as shit. Yeah.
Spoiler alert, it never gets easy.
God damn it. That was what I was afraid of.
And I always say that too. The grass is never green. It's just more manure on that side. That's my
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
But yeah, I agree. When it gets too toxic, when it gets to a point where it's physical, mental abuse, cheating. Yeah, but definitely agreed. There's temptation not only on the island, but all over social media and like you mentioned, dating apps. Were you on any dating apps before going on this show?
I was definitely a Hinge guy. Yeah. My Hinge profile was popping for sure.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
yeah.
can see that. Like you're a surfer. It seems like you're successful. You kind of get to live life on your own terms. So I was honestly wondering, like, well, why does he even need to be on this show? I'm sure. And you said your dating app is popping. So you really just wanted to go for it and see what it was about.
I think reality TV is a whole different beast that I wanted to figure out if I could conquer. I always thought I would love it. That's the thing. So I never wanted to go through life being like, oh, look at this crazy opportunity. I bet I would have been so good at that, and maybe it could have
Yeah.
changed my whole life. Now I went on and realized it's really not for me, and now I can go back to building the software company.
Okay.
So,
So you
we'll see.
don't feel like it's for you.
I think that show definitely wasn't. I don't know. I thought because they obviously want people on the show who like hitting on people in relationships, right?
Hmm.
And I don't know, I've always had some sick twisted thing where like a girl tells me she has a boyfriend and like some part of me is like, that's kind of hot. And I know I think that's so wrong. I'm not preaching that. That's bad. But it was just I had a different feeling on the show because these girls were like they weren't they were like visually very visibly like sad because they had just like they were going through all this shit with their boyfriends and that just wasn't like I don't know, just as a guy, you don't want to like push a conversation, try to hit on a girl or try to like be prying when they're clearly like emotionally upset, right? So
Yeah.
that was like a weird one for me. I really didn't know how to navigate those waters because like I was trying to like be their friend, but then like the whole show is like you're meant to hook up with them. So I had no idea. I was like a fish out of water, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're successful, you're building a software company, Hinge is popping, you're on the show. You said you felt like, you know what, I'm gonna be a star on here. So do you feel like with your experience, did you get like a fuckboy label? Do you feel like that's what's coming?
I don't think so. I think because I left early, I think that's part of it. That might be some I don't know how they're gonna spin that, no idea. But again, like I think the singles on that show, they don't really it's like the best show you can be on and not get hate on the internet. Because your only job as a single there is to like show them that they deserve better from whatever their relationship is currently if they're having issues in it, right? So yeah, I don't think so. But again, just to clarify, the hinge is not popping right now. Got a
Oh,
girlfriend. Got a girlfriend, just to clarify. Isabel, if you're watching, love you,
let's
baby
clear
girl.
that up. Got
Um,
it.
but but yeah, I also think dating apps are like it's like, man, post one picture of you surfing, you're good to go, you know? I just
Yeah.
think so many dudes in 2026 are just quite frankly very unimpressive. So I think it's pretty easy to stand out from the competition, you know?
Yeah, that and like I said, you seem successful. Everybody wants a soft girl era life. They don't want to work. They just want to
That's
show
not
up
what
on
I've heard. I've heard there's
Instagram
a lot
and
of girls who
find
wanna I thought girls
money.
wanna make their own money and do all that thing, no? I don't know. Not you.
Listen, I'm a different breed, but there's definitely they want what they see on the internet, the trips, the private jets, they want the bags and all of those things. They're looking for that in most cases to be handed to them. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it's hard for you to navigate that and find someone that really wants to be with you, not just for what you have.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't even know why women have to work. I don't think girls should even have jobs, honestly, unless they like really want them. I think it's like kind of just a dude's job. I think it's weird when girls are paying for shit. It's like if I ever see people on a date and the girl whips out her purse, I'm like, dude, what are you doing, bro? You're dropping the fucking ball. You better whip out your credit card and throw that thing down, man.
Oh, so you have a old school mentality like that. Me too. I feel that way. And I just want to, for me, it's more like working, but I love doing this. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I want to do it because I want to, not because I have to. So
That what you just
men,
said right there is key.
yeah,
That was key. It's because if a girl, I never want my girlfriend to have a job because she has to and put up with bullshit. I want her to have a job, or my wife, whatever, because she wants to and she enjoys it. It shouldn't be some bullshit job she shows up to because she needs the money. It should be more of
yeah.
like a fun thing, right?
Yes, guys, take notes. Listen to what I think. Take notes.
I just feel like that's common masculinity 101, man. I don't think it's rocket science. I think
Yeah.
that's how dudes should be, you know?
Take notes. And sorry, ladies, he's off the market. So
That's funny.
So, you said you don't know how they're gonna spend you leaving the show, but what do you think is a misconception people might have of you after watching it that you
Yeah,
want to clear up?
I would probably say that like, oh, he just didn't have a connection, so he left, which is like accurate as fuck. You know, like anything people want to say on the internet. I grew up with Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, like, chats and like that shit. Like that shit was way crazier than anything anyone can say on the internet about me. So I'm not too worried about that. But I would say probably that. And in all honesty, like I took myself off because like I was genuinely there for the wrong reasons, you know? Like I just was like, whether this works out with this girl or it doesn't matter. At that time, I
Yeah.
was so just into this girl and I was just thinking about her the whole time while I was there. And it's like, maybe some people could say, oh, you shouldn't have gone on the show. But it's like, yeah, she was also interviewing for it too. We met when I was already like in the process of getting casted. So yeah, I'm not too sure, but I'm not too worried about it. I always think about hate online and there's so much of it and people are tearing people down. I'm thinking to myself, like, the person behind this phone who must have written that comment to try to tear another person down online, like they must genuinely have a very unhappy life. If they like, I've never in my entire life written a negative comment or sat here on my phone to
Exactly.
someone I don't know, like just
Mhm.
randomly, you know? So I always feel bad for those guys. I'm like, man, your life must fucking suck. You must be a groupie. Like, I don't know. Honestly.
Yeah, and
Must
most
be,
of the time
yeah.
you look at their pages, there's no profile pic, there's 0 followers. It's just, why
There's
am I
some
gonna
fucking virgin
argue
murder in
with
their
a
mom's
robot?
basement, man. Yeah, clearly. Yeah. Say that shit to my say that shit to my face and we'll see what happens for real, you know?
So tell them pull up, right? That
Pull
won't
up, let's
happen,
go.
right?
Ball up.
So that's probably the misconception is, and something that you'll have to continue to try to clear up is that you were also auditioning at the same time as the girl that you are now with. That's something that, like you said, they're probably going to be, oh, well, why did you go in the first place? You were figuring it out. You were human, and that's what it is.
That's the funny thing though about I always see all these people trying to clear shit up. I'm not clearing up fucking jack. It's like this is what it is. Hate me or love me. I don't. It's it is what it is, man. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like again, you could argue, man, you shouldn't have gone X, Y, Z. Like, all right, bro. If someone offers you reality TV, try to say no to that shit. You fucking
Yeah.
nerd.
They're all taking the same opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it was. Opportunity. I think saying yes to shit in life is unbelievably important. You know, every single opportunity you can possibly get. I think just say yes to it, man. Besides
Yeah.
cheating, don't cheat. It's not good. Don't be tempted.
Kai is working hard to let his girl know he is not in that lane.
She just sees the show and it comes out. I'm just making out with every girl. I'm just like, oh, I'm cooked. God damn it. No, I'm good. We're good. We're good. I'm safe. I hope.
So did you get to experience the couples that, came on you got to experience them? So with experiencing the couples and seeing their dynamics, what's some red flags that you notice that you're saying going forward, I will not ignore those type of red flags? What did you experience?
I mean, taking your girlfriend on Temptation Island doesn't seem like the brightest idea, honestly, in
Period.
my opinion. Period. Yeah. But there was nothing crazy. I didn't really see their dynamic that much. I heard some stuff, right? I think a lot of it was cheating, infidelity, and mistrust. I think those are like the big
Mm.
3. Those are kind of all under the same umbrella. But I think those are the 3 biggest things that I saw in general that I think all the couples are trying to work towards. The other one was, like, making sure they're with the right person. Excuse me. So, like, going on the show is like a test of, like, loyalty and, making sure they do actually love the person they're with. And, yeah, I mean, the girls were all great. They were definitely going through it emotionally, as I'm sure, like, any chick would or anyone would, being put in that situation. But yeah, they're all great. I mean, the producers are great. Everyone on the show was I was expecting to not really like anyone there. I liked
Mhm.
everyone, and that was really cool. I was expecting to be very fake in LA and Hollywood and all this, but everyone seemed very genuine and nice and, just a good experience all around as far as, like, the social stuff goes, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you able to tell me, like, where was it filmed? Where is Temptation Island this
Yeah, it's
season?
in Hawaii.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's literally, like,
alright.
20 minutes from my house,
I was
literally.
gonna say that's where you're from, right?
Yeah, yeah, I basically just swam over there, different island, but yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about it. Some days I was staring out there because you don't have your phone or anything like that. I'm like, "Man, I could just swim my ass home right now. Probably take a couple hours, but I could do it."
Well,
Yeah.
that's cool, and that's probably part of the reason why you got the call. You were already there, right?
I
Just for
mean,
the
definitely
record.
possibly. Yeah, it's funny because they actually told me no originally, and then, like, I was like, "Oh, I'm not getting on." And they called me back very last minute to say, "Hey, we actually want you." So I had, like, 3 days notice or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I had to do, like, a 72-hour fast and get a little skinny for that shit because I was bulking. It was rough out there. I look a little chunky on reality TV, I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is, you know?
Well, I saw like it looks like, when you were younger, you were heavier and you came a long way and you've been working on yourself. So give
I
yourself
was so
credit for
fat.
that.
I was
Yeah.
so fat. Yeah, that was those are World of Warcraft and chicken nugget days, man. Yeah.
Listen, I'm on that same journey. I just lost about 50 pounds. Like I had two.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I lost two, I had two children back to back, and it was hard getting back to
Well, you look
the
fantastic.
pre-baby. Like, thank you. I appreciate that. It took some time, but I'm on it.
Hey, you're working, girl, that's all that matters.
I appreciate that. Any green flags you took from the relationships that you saw that you liked?
Honestly, all the girls it was actually crazy to watch, like, as soon as we got there, all the girls were really I mean, I don't know what the guys were like because I wasn't there, I didn't really meet any of them, but the girls all very clearly wanted their relationship to work out. None of them were super flirty or, like, doing anything crazy off the bat, like, they all genuinely cared about their boyfriends, and they all, like, really kinda came in there, like, wanting to, really put the relationship to the test and, like, make sure their boyfriend was the right person for them.
Yeah.
But it really seemed like all the girls were pretty certain that they really loved their boyfriends, and I think in general, I think guys are more easily tempted than girls in general, and I think dudes, like, probably have kinda shittier self-control than women in general. So I think
Mhm.
once the dudes started messing around with the girls in the other villa, I think that's when our girls started getting a little bit more, out of their shell a bit because they saw their
Yeah.
boyfriends having fun and enjoying the experience. But yeah, I mean, honestly, green flags from all 4 of them as far as, like, my time on the in the villa. They were very, like, they loved their boyfriend. That's all they talked about. So I thought that was very impressive, honestly. None of them were just like, "Oh, hey, what's up, guys?" Like,
Yeah.
they're all very loyal, which is cool to see.
Yeah.
Surprising, but, like, really I would have expected not that, but again, like, props to all the girls there. It was really cool to see that.
Yeah. Were any of their boyfriends that you could tell were there just looking for hall passes?
For sure. For sure. You see those single girls, man? I get it. They were hot as hell.
They were.
Yeah, yeah.
Now tell me a little bit about your filming experience. So you said, it might be a little bit of guided conversation, but it's raw. How aware were you of like the cameras, your
Yeah.
confessionals? Like, how is that?
Yeah, it was crazy because I mean, they're everywhere. Like, it's a weird it's such a it's I it's you can't really describe it to someone without being there.
Mhm.
Um, it's weird because you're definitely there's, like usually, I just don't think about what I say at all, but there's so many different layers to, like, your thoughts and, like, what you're saying, and I didn't think I would have that, and I was as soon as the cameras turned on, I felt like I was just, like, this filtered little bitch, which I hated. Um, but when you start having, like, an intense conversation with one of the girls, you could, like, kinda see out the corner of your eye, like, 10 camera dudes roll up on you, and then there's, like, cameras all around and shit, and then you're just like, "Oh, god damn, alright, I gotta sound smooth. I hope I don't sound like a fucking idiot," you know? So yeah, it was nerve-wracking for sure, and definitely just, like again, I was unimpressed at how filtered I really was because I wish I could have been more, but yeah, it just kinda felt like that's what was not required, but like that's kind of like the vibe of the show was a little
Mhm.
bit more filtered and more like, caring and emotional than it was kind of just saying whatever the hell you want, you know?
Yeah.
And that was very surprising. I thought it was going to be a little different than that, but your job on that show is like really, help these girls out and not like be a therapist, but definitely like be like a friend and like listen to their problems and all that. And then try to like give the best advice you possibly can. And that's not my strong suit. So I definitely struggle with that. But otherwise it was good. Yeah.
That's surprising to hear because I guess that's my perception too, is that you're just there to be this, this arm candy, this tempting person that's like just trying to get them away from their relationship. But to hear that they're more looking for you to be someone that they really look to say, hey, should I be with this person versus that person? That's very interesting to hear.
And it's
You
weird
wouldn't
too,
think
because like
that.
you don't wanna badmouth their boyfriend, but also like it's just a weird thing because you don't wanna talk shit about their boyfriend because you wanna be respectful, but then you
Mhm.
don't wanna like come on like sexually and be too strong or forward because like they're
Right.
clearly not into you at all because they like have a boyfriend. But you also I think the most disgusting thing ever is when a guy tries to play the nice guy card just to get into a girl's pants. So
Mhm.
I didn't wanna do that either and just like pretend to be like this loving, caring dude and then all of a sudden switch up and try to like be like flirty and stuff. So yeah, it was like it's like surfing a whole new wave. I just didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, it sounds very complicated to navigate, to be on either side of how do you do this? How do you maneuver these relationships? I always say reality TV stars are humans too. Like it's not easy to live life even for a few weeks on camera. So I can only imagine. It sounds very complex to navigate. Wow.
And nobody will ever like we were all talking about this. We were like, yeah, we're gonna sound like such bitches when we say like, oh, like this was such a hard experience, like emotionally and all this stuff. It's like it really genuinely was. Like it was actually crazy. And like I know that sounds soft, but it really was like a weirdly hard emotional experience. I don't even know like exactly what about it, but it was genuinely one of the hardest things I've ever done in my entire life. And I've done some hard shit. And
Yeah.
I don't even know why. Like I can't put my finger on what was so crazy about it, but honestly, all the relationships made were amazing. Like the guys were cool, the girls were cool, the producers were awesome. And that was probably the best part of it for sure.
So when you go to Miami, is your girlfriend going with you?
She is not going with me. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Temptation Island Part 3.
I'm pretty good. You know what? Put me on that show with my girlfriend. I think I'd crush that shit. But you
Yeah?
never know. You have 12 hot single girls over there. It's like, oh my God, that might be a whole situation. I think I'm good at self-control though. I think I could do it. I'd meditate every day. I'd figure it out. I'll be good.
How crazy would that be if you returned with your girlfriend
I
and
was
now
telling
you're
her
one
that.
of the couples? Like, Netflix, get on that. That sounds like a great thing.
I was actually thinking about interviewing with her just for fun, just for shits and giggles, because that would be actually so hilarious,
You
Like,
should. I
he's
really
back for
think you
round
should.
2.
I really think you should.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, some rapid fire questions. Describe your dating style in 3 words.
Not thought out.
You just go with the
Or even better,
flow.
whatever happens, happens. There we go.
I hear that. Biggest green flag about you?
Um, I'm not broke.
Great flag. Biggest red flag about you?
I've never been in a successful relationship more than a year and a half.
Well, we'll see if you
I'm
beat
working
your
on it
record.
though.
Yeah.
I'm close. I'm close to beating it. We're almost there.
We'll see if you're beating it now. And are you a love bomber or a slow burn?
Sarcastic love bomber, if that makes sense. I don't know exactly how to explain it. I like making a
How
lot
does
of, like,
that
love
work?
jokes. I just, the best if you're a guy watching this, I'm about to put you on some game. This is the best opening line ever. Let's say you get a girl's phone number off Hinge or any dating app. You
Mhm.
pick up your phone. Number 1, you call them. Don't be a pussy. Don't be texting them, right? Call them like a goddamn man. Go like this. "Oh my god, Stacy, the love of my life. How are you?" Best opening line ever.
And that
Use
works.
that. That works it's the best. You cannot have a better opening line than "X, love of my life, how are you?" You don't say it in like a creepy way. You're not actually saying the love of your life, right? And if the girl doesn't get it and then she thinks that's serious, wrong girl. If she can't pick up on the sarcasm, you gotta jump ship. But
Yeah.
then flirty, fun conversation starter. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
And I think that's a plus, just what you said, right? Like you pick up the phone, you call, you show that initiative. Like that's what I feel like dating seems. I'm married, but it seems like dating is so lazy and they just expect so much of you with a little effort. And I think that alone right there, put that as one of your green flags, that you take initiative, that you pick up the
I
phone.
got
I
you.
like that.
I got I think calling is probably the I think and every single time back in my single days, every single girl was just, like, so astounded that I had, like, the balls to pick up and the phone and call them. They're like, "Guys never do this." I'm like, "I don't understand." Like, another if you're a guy, like, you think you're the only dude she's talking to? Like, if you're on a dating app or Instagram and she's hot, she has 100 dudes in her DMs. Like, you have to do something to stand out. Call her and get to know her, like, that puts you automatically at the top of the list, man. It's not shit's not rocket
Exactly.
science, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's not as complex as they make it seem. It's just do
No.
the right things.
Do the right things, don't be creepy, and make them feel comfortable, that's it.
Right. Well, what are you most excited for viewers to see this season?
Honestly, I have a couple lines in there that I hope they put in because I had some bangers, but again, I wasn't a main character, so I don't know if that's gonna be in there, because the crazy thing is 95% of the show you don't see. You know, they only show 5% of the stuff, but I'm honestly just excited for them to see everything. I think it's gonna be hilarious, and I saw some crazy shit go down, so I can't even imagine what happened for the rest of the time I wasn't there, and I'm sure the
Mm.
producers will make a fantastic show out of it.
Okay. And if any of your one-liners make it, put it on a t-shirt immediately.
I got you, I got you. I'm hoping my one-liner makes it. I think it was above average, but it wasn't great, so we'll see.
If so, put it on a t-shirt immediately. I know you're
Got
busy
you.
with your software company, but get those t-shirts out there,
I
and
got
I
you.
want one.
I got you. You'll be the first person on the mailing list, girl.
So tell the people, where can they follow you and keep up with you? They're gonna find you anyway. So tell them, where can they keep up with you?
They can always get on my Instagram. It's at KaiStone808, and, the YouTube's what is my YouTube? At KaiStone YouTube, and that's pretty much it. Those are my 2 big socials right now. I don't even have a LinkedIn, honestly. But yeah,
Me either.
yeah.
That's
Shit's way
like
too
much.
professional for me. Way
Yeah,
too professional. Way
too
too professional.
professional.
I don't
Yeah.
have any pictures with my shirt on. I can't even get a profile picture on there. They keep denying me.
Yeah, I know LinkedIn. I have a media kit, so if
That's cool. That's better than me.
you're gonna need one now. Why is
I
you
know,
gonna
I
need
know.
one
My
after
PR
this
my
year?
my PR girls got me. They're on top of it.
They're great, by the way, and I was so
Yeah.
excited they reached out. So they are amazing. Keep working with them.
I got you, will do.
Well, thank you, Kai, for your time. I appreciate it. Make sure you stay tuned in to Temptation Island. Again, it's dropping April 10th, this Friday on Netflix. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like this interview, share it. Make sure you guys are following me at what you see here on the screen here, reality underscore recap, for all the trending reality news and gossip. Kai, again, thank you. And I wish you the best of luck. I am definitely seated to see your journey.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you.
Thank you. And as I always say, reality TV stars are humans too. Let's not forget that. Peace.
Boom.